Terrance, can you talk to me a little bit about what the last month really has been like? You know, the stretch there when you kind of fell out of rotation, you're starting to get your way back into it. Just what that process has been like for you.
The process has been like, it's been great for me. You know, I've been learning how to, you know, practice, get my flow in practice. You know, Coach set me down, Coach Kellen. You know, he said if you have great practices, you're gonna have a good game. So that's what I've been focused on mainly, was just practice, having a good practice, having a good workout, or whatever I was doing before the game, and just translate into the game. And you know, it started to translate. I started to get more minutes. I was just trying to go out there, do what Coach tell me, to try to get more playing time and just stay out there and help the team win. So.
One of the things coaches talked about how with this team in particular, there's a stretch. I mean, Jarris has been a starter for the entire season, and then you and Emmanuel have been in the rotation. That's something where it hasn't been common here, where there's three freshmen getting rotational minutes.
Right.
What's that been like from a standpoint of just there's stretches when all three of you guys are on the floor together. What's that been like? Because I'm sure there's got to be a moment, that, especially early on, where it's like the speed is crazy. All three of us are trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah, I think it was like that definitely at the beginning of the season, but now, you know, we're used to it, you know, practice against Jamal and them every day. You know, we used to it right now, you know, so we just go out there and just try to do what the game plan is and play hard. You know, no matter if it's us three out there or just us in a rotation with the older guys. So we just going out there, focus on playing hard, and it just all come together, really. So, yeah.
Something that Coach has talked about, again, is like with you in particular, like you said, being able to execute in practice, that's like where everything starts for you guys, being able to perform in practice.
Right.
For you personally, he said, like, from your shooting wise, you're shooting much better in practice than you are in game. That's something that'll come eventually. How has that been from a mental standpoint, to be able to just show that mental toughness, to, you know, even if the shot's not going in the game, to continue to stay consistent with all the work you're putting in?
Well, like he said, I know it's gonna come eventually. You know, I think I had a good start with my shooting at the beginning here, but I kind of fell off with it. But it's all about getting in the gym. You know, I've been focused on my shot a lot. I just been working on a lot of other things that I needed to prove in. You know, so I just got to get back on with my shooting, the daily shooting every day, and just eventually it's gonna fall. Like HP, like he really can't shoot better than.
Obviously, with the Houston Cougars, one of the things that they emphasize, the coach emphasizes, rebounding. What's something that how have you grown as a rebounder since your time here with Houston?
It's very important over here. So, you know, I feel like I've always been a good rebounder, but like even over here is way more important than it was in high school. So I think I just got to be more consistent with it. Some games I have 0, some games I might have 3 offensive rebounds. So I just got to be more consistent with it. That got to be my thing. I feel like they can separate me and give me more minutes. He set me down and told me that, you know, I'm one game away from having a big game. If it just, you know, so rebounding gets me going in a game. Once I get a couple rebounds, I feel good. And I feel like that's mostly where my shot been kind of inconsistent, you know, because I've been focused on it too much and not just letting the game come to me. So I feel like rebounding, for me, it helps my whole game. So once I get that down and consistently, I feel like my shooting and everything else is going to come together. So.
What are kind of the keys to being able to offensive rebound from the wing for you early on?
Just effort, you know, effort. I feel like I got a natural nose for the ball, you know, but these guys out here are way more athletic and way more physical, so I just sometimes got to use my athleticism, but you know, not every time I'm going to be able to get it, because you know how physical they is. I just feel like that's why I got to work on being more physical and going after it every time. You know, going up there, grab it with 2 hands, because I feel like sometimes I go after a rebound with 1 hand and I just get bumped in this. You know? So I just got to work on going up there with 2 hands. Me and Coach Kellen talked about that too.
Every now and then when there's a game where you do have 0 offensive rebounds, I'm sure you hear from Coach. What's kind of the message after that?
Definitely. That's one of them games, after that game, you just, you don't even want to see the next day. But yeah, that's definitely a big thing he emphasizes. And if you out there getting minutes, that's something that you gotta, you know. So
it's non-negotiable.
Yeah, it's non-negotiable.
Just one last thing I want to ask you: just how comfortable are you with the speed of the game right now?
I feel like I definitely got way more comfortable. You know, I'm not really. I'm used to it. I can say I just feel like I just still got to work on some more things. Get my confidence still up, and I know I could go out there and do it. The game is definitely slower, but I feel like everything is coming together for me. And once if my time comes, it comes. So, yeah.
Thanks, Terrance.